Good morning, class. It's Miss Menza here. Today we will be going over Module 2. So, before we begin with our lesson, I wanted to talk about our objectives this week. Our first objective is I can identify the characteristics of a good friend. And our second objective is I can ask and answer questions about key details in the text. So our objectives are pretty similar to last week, but I want to focus on the main idea once again because I think some of us could use a little extra practice, and I hope you feel the same way. Before we begin, let's go over what's due when. Yesterday, you read the direction or the objectives and you read what's due when. You also listened to Enemy Pie and completed the worksheet on the main idea, which was on Seesaw. Today, you will watch this video and you will complete another worksheet practicing the main idea. Tomorrow, you can rewatch this video and answer our discussion questions. Our discussion questions are always posted, but this week they are: why might a friend make you sad or mad? And what are some ways to be a good friend? On Thursday, you will complete the quiz. The quiz looks a lot like the practice worksheet we'll be doing during this video meeting and also the worksheet that you'll be working on today after you watch this video. And then Friday, yet again, the learning journal is due. Our learning journal questions are: what have you learned this week that was either different or similar to last week's lesson? And have you ever had a problem with a friend? How did you solve it? Let's go over our vocabulary once again. We have the same vocabulary words from last week. Our first vocabulary word is key detail, which is an important piece of information that supports the main idea of a text. A genre is when a book is characterized by the kind of story. Fiction is created by the author's imagination and it is not real. Nonfiction are true stories that give the reader information. The main idea is the most important thing the author wants the reader to know. The supporting or key details help us discover the main idea. So, a way that you can find the main idea is thinking about the noun or the person, place, or thing the story is about, and then think about what the author wants us to know about that person, place, or thing. Let's practice. So I'm going to read this story, and while I'm reading it, I want you to think about what the main idea is. Spots was a large gray and white cat. Spots lived in a barn on a farm. Spots liked living in the barn. It was warm in the winter and cool in the summer. There were many mice for Spots to chase. But best of all, Spots had a soft place to sleep in the corner of the barn. So take a moment to think about what the main idea of this story is. It's about Spots. What does the author want us to know about Spots? Okay, I hope you have an idea of what the main idea could be. The barn is a good place for Spot to live. That is the main idea of this story. Because the story is about Spot and he likes living in the barn. And then he gives reasons why he likes living in the barn. What are two key details in this story? I'm going to give you a minute to think. Why is the barn a good place for Spot to live? The barn is warm in the winter and cool in the summer, which is right in our story. There are many mice for Spots to chase. Those are two key details about our paragraph that we just read. What you will be doing today after we leave this video is filling out a worksheet on the main idea. So you'll have a paragraph of your own, which you can listen to or read, and you will be answering a few questions about the main idea and the key details in our story. The rest of this week is as follows. On Wednesday, you'll rewatch our video and complete the discussion questions, which I went over before. On Thursday, our quiz is due. And remember, I said our quiz is very similar to what we just worked on. And Friday, the learning journal is due. Please let me know if you have any questions about this week's module. And hopefully, I will see you later in the week. Bye.